I'm Cordy and welcome to Book Talk. Today I'm going to be talking about Cinder by Marissa Meyer. This is the first book in the Lunar Chronicle series and I adored this book. It was so much better than I expected and it was so fantastic and everything and it was so fantastic. And if you have not read Cinder, go read it. It's so awesome. It's Cinderella as a robot. It's pretty cool and everything and but go read Cinder. Go read it. Just do it. It's fantastic. If you like fairy tales with a little twist, this is your stuff. So if you're not ready, you don't want to be spoiled, I would leave now so you're not spoiled. So bye, not spoilers. You've left. And the people who have read it, you've stayed. Hooray! So, Cinder! I finished it today during lunch. Like, I had to read 2 chapters at school today. And I'm still, like, traumatized over the ending. Like, I still can't believe what happened. From, like, chapter 32, the 30s, like, I guess to the end, I was kind of just like, ugh. But I'll talk about that later. But let's talk about Cinder, a main character who is resembling Cinderella, but very, well, she resembles Cinderella more than I expected, but just in different ways. But Cinder is so cool. I want to be besties with Cinder. I want to be her friend. I would want to be friends with a cyborg, lunar, secret princess who's supposed to be dead of the moon. Totally, man. I might die, but you know, who cares? But she's so cool and everything, and I really liked her. She's like Leo Valdez from the Here's the Lump series, except it's a girl and a robot. But she can be like Calypso too. But I liked her a lot. She was a very nice character and everything, and she's just so cool and so sassy. Her sass game is so strong. It may be strong under Percy Jackson's, to be honest, and that has a lot to say. But I don't want to admit that, but at the same time, there's just, like, something telling me that I'm right, and that her sass game is stronger than Percy's. But, I wanted to admit that, but, you know, I'm going to. But, Cinder, the real main conflicts are that plague and the whole Luna situation. And to be honest, I think the Luna situation was worse than the plague. The plague, Litomotia, that's the plague. And Litomotia, it's literally like our Ebola. Ebola, it is the disease of our century. And that is literally like with Litomotia, blah, 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 whatever it's called. It's the pre-Ebola in this time. Literally, if Ebola exists, this would be the pre. If this disease existed at this time, it would be the pre. Or maybe after, since it takes place in the future. What's the word for after? I don't know. But anyway, that disease, it was scaring me a little, because it was pretty interesting. And like all the side effects and stuff, it was just, oh, it was so gross. I hate read about diseases in books. They disgust me, and I don't want to read about disease. I want to read about kick butt stuff. But, oh man, it's just still thinking about it. And then the whole, okay, Cinder's family. Cinder has the stepmom and the 2 stepsisters, like in Cinderella. And I liked how with the stepsisters, there was one mean one and one nice one. I thought that was very well done. I didn't want to have 2 mean ones, because I think that would just be sad. And I'm really glad they had a nice one, because I really liked the nice stepsister Penny. I called her Penny. I don't know if that's right. I say half of these names wrong, so I am sorry in advance. But I really like Penny. And Penny got the disease. And then I later realized, maybe after she got the disease, that she's 14. And I am 14. So I'm practically imagining myself as this chick with Legimotes. I'm about to die and everything. And it's not a pretty thought to think about that. Because that can happen to me. There's a 99% of the chance I can get Ebola. Well, no, there's a 99% of the chance I won't get Ebola, but there's 1% chance I can, but you know, I doubt that. But still, I can become a Penny get the disease, and then die. And when she died, oh my gosh, I was so angry and everything. I couldn't even deal with life. Like, I was so mad. I was like, you're just killing off this innocent 14-year-old. You're killing off me. You're killing off me because I'm 14. And it was not fun to read. It was so sad because Cinder was there and she was like, please don't leave me with all these crazy people. And I was like, I know, right, Cinder? I don't want to be with the evil stepmom and Pearl. No, 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 no. But then she died, and whenever they mentioned her, I would get depressed also, and I was like, curse you. But speaking of the stepsister, stepmom, I'm going to be honest with you. The stepmom in this book is worse than the stepmother in Cinderella. And I used to think the stepmom in Cinderella was, like, the worst thing on the planet. But reading this proved to me that she's worse. She's so mean and everything. And was blaming her for bringing the disease and just ruining her family and making Penny die. And I was like, no, she didn't. Penny has the freedom to go. She got out of the junkyard. And she has the freedom to go to the junkyard. If she wants to go to a junkyard, okay, if I can go to a junkyard right now. No, not really, because, you know, my parents probably wouldn't let me do that. But, you know, I would have the freedom to go to my city's junkyard. Penny has the freedom to do it. Freedom of doing stuff. What's that called in our government? I should know this. I'm learning about government in school. But, you know, who cares? But I just couldn't, Andrea, she just gets angry over all this stuff, and I hate her to death. The big question is, do I hate her more than Queen Lavinia, the Queen of the Moon? That's a tough question. I don't think I can answer. I hate them both equally. I'll talk about the Queen later. She's a long conversation to talk about. And Pearl wasn't as mean. I mean, she was mean. She had her snarky comments, but she wasn't that mean. Like, just no, she wasn't that mean. But I just hate the stepmom and everything. She was so mean, and I want to punch her. I want to punch Andrea. If she's in Scarlet, which I'm currently reading right now, I only sadly read one chapter at school, but I'm still reading it anyway. Like, but if she's there, I want to punch her in the head. Oh, the prince, Kai. I call him Kai. It's Kai, but I call him Kai, and God bless him. I love him to death. He may be my favorite prince. Well, my favorite princes are Dorian from the Throne of Glass series, Maxon from the Selecta series, and now Kai. But I don't know which one's my favorite. Maybe Kai, because I like him. No, maybe it's Dorian, because I really, really like Dorian. But Kai, he's so, I just want my own Kai, you know. He's so cool and everything. And, like, he's casual. And I like how he would, like, literally, like, go into town, like, all protected and everything with the hood. And I just thought it was so funny. And just Kai, he was so fantastic. And he did have a sad life. I was very sad when his dad died, the Emperor. Even though we didn't know the Emperor, I was still depressed. He sounded like a good guy. He wasn't like King Clarkson, what the King Clarkson vibe. Because if you've read the Selecta series, you know King Clarkson, he's a butthole, and I don't like him at all. And I wasn't getting that vibe from him. He sounded like actually a really good guy who actually really cared about the country. New Beijing. Good old New Beijing. Oh my god, I can't believe in this book. They're like, oh, after the Fourth World War, and I was like, wait, there was 2 more world wars in this series. Come on, like 127 years ago. So when does this book take, like, what's the year? Because they said, oh, World War IV happened 127 years ago. 127 years of peace, and had that whole peace festival thingy. What year is this? I know it's in the future, so it would be our after Ebola, but I don't know. You know, I don't know. But what was I talking about? I don't know. What do I want? Man, so much things happen. Okay, let's just go back to the ending. All right, I'm gonna now talk about the ending. Okay, so when Cinder finally goes to the ball. I knew that Cinder was gonna go to the ball. Like, I just knew somehow. At first, when I was like, oh yeah, she'll go. But then I was kind of started to doubt that, because it was seriously sounded like she wasn't gonna go. So I was kind of just like, maybe she won't go, and maybe I can go kill someone, because I want her to go. But, you know, I was just like, Cinder was making fake reasons, so that was making me more annoyed. Anyway, she's going just because of a stranger that she met on, like, their FaceTime, and it was like, oh, you gotta go tell Kai this, which was weird. I want to know more about that chick who FaceTime her in the chip. I want to know more about that chick. We didn't even get her name. Cinder, you're not supposed to talk to strangers. Did you not learn about this in your life? But you don't have a real good family, and your parents dead, so point taken. But I want to know more about her, because I feel like her story's not over. Maybe it is, but I just have this tugging feeling I want to know more about that chick. But then she's going and steals. Oh, she doesn't steal. She wears Penny's dress, which I thought was nice, and I feel like, and I also agreed Penny would have been happy with that. And then steals Pearl's boot. There was nothing wrong with that. I don't know why Pearl got mad over that. It's a boot. You probably own like freaking 5 million boots, Pearl. Shut up, Pearl. No one likes you, Pearl. And then, oh, the whole car. Like, do cars not exist? Like, because I felt like they were like, oh, it's a car. I don't know. That was just the vibe I was getting when they found the car and built it. And then she got into that car crash and the whole dress was messed up and everything. And I was just like, it was just so, you know, all this bad stuff was happening to her, obviously, when she was going to the ball. It was like, it was meant to happen. And then, oh my gosh, it was so funny when she got there, and they were like, oh, we have to scan you. And I'm just like, oh crap, she's not gonna be on the list. You know, she's gonna get arrested. But then she's like, oh, everyone's invited. So I'm just like, oh, everything's fine. And then he was like, oh, we have to announce all personal guests. And she's like, wait, what? And I was like, please welcome Cinder of New Beijing thingy, personal guest of Kai. And I was just like, it was so funny. And then everyone's staring at her, and then she's going towards Kai, and then Andrew's like, hate to know, what you doing here? And I was just like, this book was really funny, and I really liked that. Oh, it was such a great scene. Oh, I loved it and then they danced, and she was telling her all the info, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna beat Queen Lemonad's butt, and we're gonna win, cause humans and androids together win, right? Makes sense. And then, oh my, okay, the whole situation, Kai becomes emperor, and he's going to propose to the queen. And how old is that chick? Is she, I imagine her, she's like 30 or 40, while Kai's like 18, and I'm just like, no. For a whole marriage alliance, and he doesn't want to do it. You can tell he does not want to do it. And Cinder's like, you can't do it. You just can't. And he's like, I have to, for the people, you know, I just do it. And I'm just like, no. I'm reading this, Sunday night, last night, and I'm just like, no, Kai. I'm getting a little angry. and then her heart is like literally torn to shreds, and my heart's torn to shreds by this, because I'm just like, no, the whole Cinder Kai situation is ending. This can't be happening. And I'll have to talk about the relationship later. But and then she literally, it's like the Regina Rockhood in last night's episode 7. If you watched it, I'll be doing my review later this week. But anyway, it's like she literally just runs up to him and kissing him. And guys, I was like, the whole time, yes, because it was so fantastic, and I was like, yes, score 1 for Cinder Kai relationship, boom. And then I imagined him kissing her back, but then she was saying that he didn't, and then I was just like, oh yeah, he did. And then I loved what she said afterward. What was it? Where's the page? I know what the page is on. Come on. Not here. Oh my gosh! Okay. Perhaps the queen will not accept your proposal once she finds out you're already in love with me. Kai's eyebrows rose higher. What? It was so funny and everything, and I was dying of laughter. It was so good. It touched my heart. And then Queen was like, oh, well, would you look at that? And I was just like, cried. And then life got worse and worse the more I read and everything. Why, Queen Lemon? Why do you have to exist? Why? You know, I just wanted to slap her the whole time and just smack her to death. Because I hate Queen. Do I hate her more than the Snow Queen? Huh. These questions are hard to answer. I don't know. But speaking of Cinder and Kai, what I was saying earlier, I really liked how their relationship progressed. It wasn't like one of those relationships where they met each other and I was like, oh my gosh, they're high. I'm in love with them. I need to be with them and make out with them all the time. They became friends and everything, and it progressed very, very well for the first book. So I'm hoping for more of that in Scarlet and everything. And I can't believe this book. This book is taking over my life. Like, I read this book in 5 days. That's pretty quick for me because I'm a pretty slow reader. But I just... This book's taking over my life and I can't deal with life right now. I just hate Queen Lemina and I just want to smack her and throw her into a ditch. That sounds lovely. Throw her back into the freaking moon. She didn't have to come to freaking Earth. She should have stayed on the moon. Moon people should never come to Earth, alright? Just stay. I don't need more conflict. Just I hate, but I love the moon. I can't be hating on it. I like the moon part, but not who rules it. And speaking of Queen of her, she's so mean. She literally killed like half of her family and friends and everyone just to get to the throne. And I was like, what the crud? Like, you're so loving, aren't you, Queen? You're fantastic. Sarcasm. I don't know what else to say. It's just so many things happen and my feelings are everywhere. Ha! Isn't it so pretty? Ha ha ha. I guess that's all I have to say. Oh, the whole, that Cinder's Princess Selena, who's supposed to be dead, that was messed up. I was like, what? She's Cyborg and Lunar and now the lost princess. What is this? And the thing about the princess situation was, it never occurred to me that she would be, because whenever there's a missing person, most of the time, it turns out to be, it's the main character. But in this, it didn't occur to me that she would be the princess. I seriously thought it was a separate human being, lunar person, and then it wasn't, and I was like, I'm so stupid. But, I guess that's really all I have to say for Cinder and its beautiness. If you like this book talk, give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below your thoughts. I would love to express, opinions together and everything and what we thought, because I love interacting with you guys. And so, like I said, like this video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more, click the subscribe button down below. I'm Courtney, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!